Welcome to the Dressing Gown CEO, a podcast that gives its listeners, the Gowners, a fly-on-the-wall experience into the lives of Emily and Illy Chardiello, husband and wife team who own Foil Me, a multi-million-dollar company that designs and manufactures hair tools for hairdressers. But that's not all. They also create food foils for busy mum and dads out there. So basically, guys, we've started and sold 2 other businesses, and Foil Me is our 3rd successful one. And this podcast is designed for us, not you, so that we can finally have meetings regularly to discuss all things business, kids, and life. So you can listen if you want, but please don't share our secrets. Dressing Gown CEO. Welcome, Gowners, to the Dressing Gown CEO. I am Emily Chardiello, your host, and this is Illy, my husband, who is also kind of the host, but may not be here all the time. Is that right, Illy?
Yes, it's, I don't know, you get me when you get me, I guess.
Story of my life.
I don't know. Just take it as it comes, huh?
Take it as it comes. All right, don't say that to too many people. What our podcast is all about is it's about basically looking into the lives of a CEO where we're not polished and what we're providing to you is real, it's raw, it's authentic. You're going to be like the fly on the wall in our house. This is our kitchen currently. You can probably hear our cat meowing and scratching at the door right now. Cupboards left open. That's our life. As you can see, we are, for those of you who are watching, we are actually sitting in our dressing gowns. So if you'd like to check that out, you can go to our Rumble address and also I will be putting some snippets of our podcast on Instagram, on my personal Instagram, which is the Dressing Gown CEO. So how did we start, Illy? Maybe we should start there. How did Foil Me come about?
Pure chance, like any of our businesses. Really.
Yes. We have started 2 businesses and sold them as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're not hairdressers. We are not, and we have never been. We've learnt a lot. But I just saw foil in Emily's hair one day, and I thought,
at the hairdresser.
At the
guys,
hairdresser.
This is a disclaimer. I was not trying to do hair foils myself at home.
And then I realised that hairdressers use foil, and we were selling foil for food, nachos and burritos and burgers.
You made that sound like we were selling foil for food, as in that was like we were begging on the street.
No, we're exchanging foil for money, which we would then use for food. But
yeah, we weren't begging on the street using foil for
we weren't that far from
food.
it for a time. But,
that's true.
So yeah, and then once I realised that hairdressers use foil, I said to Emily, why don't we just sell hair foil? Like, how hard can it be, kind of thing.
And I said, all right, well, I'll look into it. So I called my best friend who was a hairdresser and she said, yeah, doing pre-cut foils is a great idea. We then went around to all the different salons around our area and surveyed them, asked them what do they want in a foil, what would they like in a foil, what do they hate in the foil that they're using currently. Then we put that list together and we went to our manufacturer and said, can you make this? We'd already sourced a manufacturer previously for the previous business that we had. And it wasn't as easy as that, but, we've got to keep this short. So, yeah, by 4 months, we had a prototype.
Yeah.
And then we continued to keep perfecting it over the years. Obviously, before that, the marketing side of things wasn't much. It was just me going out to all the salons here in Adelaide, Australia, South Australia, asking hairdressers if they wanted to try the foil and then taking on their feedback each time. Each salon I went into, I would take on their feedback, use that feedback for the next salon I went to. And that's, how it all started. But I think it was when I started on that little thing called...
Yeah, Instagram, which I thought was a waste of time.
Yeah, can you just repeat that?
I thought it was a waste of time.
Okay, yeah. So Illy thought it was a waste of time. But it ended up being one of the, and still is, one of the best ways that we can reach our movers, we call them, because you join a movement when you buy from Foil Me. And it also became a way for us to create our communities as well. So that's how Foil Me started, really.
All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's good. If you like your own story.
It's just people have heard, most people know the story. So
You can't be too cocky about who's
No, it's
listening. All right, so now we're going to discuss a question that one of my followers sent through on my Instagram, and that is, drum roll please. No, that's so lame. How do you deal with copycats?
yeah, right. Everyone faces the problem to a degree, whether you're a salon owner or a product maker or content creator. Everyone looks at what you do and tries to copy you if it's good, don't they?
Yeah, well, not everyone.
No,
You have to be good at what you do.
Everyone, anyone that's offers good content or products or anything will get copied in some way, shape, or form, won't they?
100%. And, I don't really like the word copycat because we have 2 cats and we love them, and cats are awesome, just like dogs. So why do they call them copycats? I've never once had my cat copy me or do anything of the sort.
Is this what our meetings are like, talking about being copycats?
Well, I'm just saying, like, don't people name things after things that have actually happened?
Yeah, I guess.
Like, see you later, alligator.
That doesn't mean anything either. It's not like you're waving goodbye to an alligator.
Well, no, but it comes from that, don't smile at a crocodile, doesn't it? See you later. No? Okay, moving on. All right, so copycats. Look, lots of people say imitation is the best form of flattery. Say that 5 times fast. But it can be really frustrating. It really can. But I saw a quote today from Sophia Hilton, and it said that don't worry about people copying you. Worry when they stop.
Fair. If people are not copying you, it means they don't want to do, or what you're doing is not worth copying. So
yeah.
fair.
So how we deal with copycats is we try not to focus too much on them. We keep to our own backyard,
Stay in our own
garden,
lane, if you like.
grass.
Yeah.
Grass is greener on the other side. That kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
We stay in our own lane. Yeah, that's much better.
Thanks.
So we stay in our own lane and we focus on our movers, on our customers, on our hairdressers, our hair artists, who we love and adore, and who, the reason why we started Foil Me was because we wanted to, obviously, we had a great product, but we also wanted to elevate the hairdressing industry. We didn't want to just create any old product. It had to be luxurious, it had to be high end, it had to be efficient and work, really well to cut out time. And so basically we've innovated the hairdressing industry by providing those kinds of foils. So in a way, it's kind of good that we have copycats, because now there are more hairdressers having access to pre-cut foils that's helping make their life easier.
Yeah.
And that's what we wanted to do. So we've achieved our mission. Now it's all about continuing to elevate it.
So, the question is, like, what do you do about copycats?
What do we do about them?
Well,
nothing really.
There's not much you can do unless they, really just copy and paste
Oh yeah,
your website or things like that. Then you can obviously.
Yeah, we've had a few legal documents being sent to other foil brands who have tried to rip off our website or have actually included Foil Me on their website.
Yeah, they copy and pasted some of our FAQs, and they left, instead of like changing Foil Me to their brand, they just left it as Foil Me. So we but I mean the point is, I guess, is that we can spend our time worrying about copycats and people trying to use our language and copy our brand as packaging and all the rest of it. But
that's another one. Like, we started using Collection. Now every Mannions dog uses Collection.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same
Wired,
time, then
that gets copied. Wired.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a fairly general term, I suppose.
No, it used to be called medium. That's what sizes were. We came up with original, wide, extra wide, long wide.
Yeah. Well, I guess you can pat yourself on the back for helping the entire hair industry, I suppose. To make life easier, like I said before. Because if people didn't copy us, then we'd only, I don't know where I'm going with that.
I can see it on your face. You're like, this isn't going anywhere. I'm just going to stop.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So advice. Number one, it's, you do have to look at it as flattery in a way. Number two, it depends how much they're copying you. If it is something that you can pursue legally, then do so. Number three, just stay in your own lane. There's a reason why they're copying you, and that's because you're awesome. That's because you're innovative. That's because you're, doing all the right things that's, making the industry pay attention. So
if you
just keep being you. Keep doing you.
yeah,
And
then
that's
you
what we
stay
do.
one step ahead of everyone, and that's all you can do.
100%. All right. Well, that's our question for today, and that's the end of our first podcast. Let us know what you think about our first podcast. Please, please, please message me, DM me on my Instagram, which is The Dressing Gown CEO, and ask me any questions, anything you would like us to chat about. Our next episode.
What about my contact details?
Yours,
I don't have any.
Yours are pretty crappy.
I don't have Instagram or anything, so don't contact me.
He does, but it's really bad.
I don't
And
use
it's
it.
embarrassing, so let's not go there.
Fair enough. Contact me through her.
Yeah, contact me through her. And if you would like to try our foils and you're somebody who lives under a rock and hasn't tried them, no, just joking, you can visit our website, which is foilme.com.au. We also have a USA one, which is foilmefoils.com. Okie dokie. Well, please subscribe and also share this podcast and let us know what you think. We need some kind of sign off, don't we?
Bye.
Bye. Let me think. So there you have it. You have an insight. You're the fly on the wall to our meeting that we don't really get to have that often. So now we have these podcasts. So this podcast is not for you. You can listen if you want, but please don't share our secrets.
Cool.
Done? Are you happy with that?
Yes.
You don't want to do another one?
I don't know.